Someone in Shanghai once asked me, "Did you eat yet?"
Simple question.
Very simple. And I said, in perfect Mandarin, "I am a table."
A table?
A table. I panicked. The words were in my head, but the wrong ones came out.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chloe. Welcome to English Podcast TV.
And I'm Mike, apparently also a table.
Today, why your brain freezes when you speak English.
Why you know the right words, but the wrong ones show up.
Or worse, no words show up at all.
And what you can do about it, starting today.
Because this isn't about studying harder.
It's about something completely different, and it changed everything for me.
But first, a question. Think about this for a second.
When was the last time your brain froze in English? Where were you?
Maybe it was at work, a meeting, a phone call.
Maybe someone asked you a simple question and you knew the answer, but the words just hid from you.
Like they packed a bag and left.
Without leaving a note.
And that moment feels terrible because it feels like proof.
Proof that your English isn't good enough.
But it's not proof of that.
Then what is it?
It's your brain doing something strange, choosing protection over connection.
And once you understand why, everything changes.
So here's what's happening. Your brain has two modes for language.
Two modes, like two settings on a machine.
Okay, what's the first one?
Communication mode. You're just talking, not thinking about grammar, thinking about meaning.
Like when you talk to a close friend. You're relaxed, words come out, you don't even notice mistakes.
Right, because your goal is connection, not perfection.
And then there's mode 2.
Performance mode.
Oh, nobody likes that name.
Nobody should. Performance mode is when your brain becomes an X-ray machine. Every sentence gets checked before it can leave.
An X-ray machine, checking every word?
Is this correct? Is the grammar right? Will they laugh?
And by the time the sentence passes the check, the moment is gone.
Here's the important part. Your brain can't do both at the same time.
Really?
It can talk or it can check, not both.
So when we freeze, our brain chose checking.
It chose safety over speaking.
And this is the part that surprised me.
What?
The checking doesn't help. It makes things worse. Your brain becomes a bodyguard standing at your own front door.
Huh. Say more.
You live there. You have the key, but the bodyguard stops you every time. ID, please. Where are you going? Are you sure?
At your own door?
At your own door. That's what performance mode is. Your brain won't let you into your own language.
In other words, you have the words, you've always had them, but your brain doesn't trust you to use them.
And the person in front of you, they're just waiting to talk.
They don't know there's a whole security check happening inside your head.
A full airport screening every sentence.
And you know what's funny? My students always tell me the same thing.
Wait, that's my line. I'm the teacher here.
Fine. What do your students say?
But Chloe, I can speak English alone. In my room, no problem.
Because alone, there's no audience. The bodyguard is off duty.
But the second real eyes are on you, everything changes.
Now it's not practice, it's a performance.
Even if you're just ordering coffee.
Even if you're just ordering coffee.
And this isn't theory for us. We've lived it.
Many times.
That cafe in Bogota, it was near my apartment. Small, yellow walls. A woman behind the counter with short hair and big earrings.
Okay.
I'd practiced my order. A coffee with milk. 4 months of Spanish for this.
That's basic Spanish.
Exactly. But she smiled, said something fast, and my brain just shut the door.
The bodyguard.
Full security lockdown. I pointed at the menu, like I'd just arrived in the country. Not a word.
And you knew the Spanish.
I could write it. I could read a whole article, but in that moment, my brain panicked. Panic means a sudden wave of fear. It takes over your body.
Did you go back?
Not for a week. I walked past every morning, saw the yellow walls, smelled the coffee, and kept walking.
Because you weren't just avoiding the cafe.
I was avoiding that feeling, the silence, the pointing, the shame of it.
7 mornings of walking past your own coffee.
And then, on the 8th day, I went in. Heart pounding, hands cold.
What happened?
The barista looked up. Same big earrings. And she smiled, like she recognized me.
She remembered you?
She remembered me. And she said, slowly this time, "Café con leche?" Just 3 words, like she already knew.
She made it easy for you.
She made it so easy. And I said, "Sí." And this time it was real. Not panic, just yes. My coffee.
That's a different yes.
A completely different yes.
And here's the trap. What did you do instead of going back?
I studied more, of course. More grammar, more vocabulary.
And that felt productive.
It felt responsible. It felt smart. But it was hiding. Comfortable, productive-looking hiding.
That's the trap. Studying feels like progress. Your notebook gets fuller, your flashcard deck gets longer,
But your mouth stays closed.
and every time you study instead of speak, you tell your brain, speaking is dangerous. Stay inside, you're not ready.
And that's the lie. The not ready feeling? That's not information. That's fear pretending to be logic.
Say that again.
Perfectionism is fear in a very expensive suit. It looks responsible, but underneath, it's just scared.
In other words, you're not trying to be perfect, you're trying to avoid pain.
And the longer you avoid it, the bigger it gets.
Every day you don't speak, the silence gets heavier. It's like walking on a frozen lake.
A frozen lake?
You know the ice can hold you, but you test every step anyway. Tap, tap, tap. You never walk normally.
Oh, that's exactly what it feels like. Testing every word before you say it.
And the longer you tap, the less you trust the ice, even though it hasn't cracked.
So until one day you stop walking altogether, you just stand there.
And you say, I'm not a speaking person. I'm better at reading.
I've said that about Turkish, almost those exact words.
I've said it about Mandarin.
If this is hitting home, a quick like really helps us reach more learners.
Okay, let's keep going because there's something here that almost everyone gets wrong.
But first, picture this.
You're at a work dinner, international colleagues, everyone speaking English. Someone tells a joke, everyone laughs.
And you laughed too, a second late, because you were still processing.
Then there's a pause, a space. You have something smart to say. You can feel it forming.
So, before you say it, someone else starts talking.
And you sit there, quiet, holding your glass, wishing you'd been faster.
If that's you, you're not slow. Your brain is just in the wrong mode.
Just take a second right now. Think about your version of that dinner.
Because what Mike learned next, it changed everything.
This one's hard.
Take your time.
Shanghai. Almost 2 years of Mandarin. I was confident. Finally ready.
Okay.
Big meeting. 6 people. Long table. Fluorescent lights. One of those rooms that's always a little too cold.
I can see it.
I sat down early, went over my notes, said the key sentences to myself. I was ready.
And then?
I started okay. First 2 sentences. Fine. People nodded. And then someone asked me a question. Simple. Probably just, can you say more about that?
And?
Nothing. My mouth opened, and the room went quiet.
How long?
Maybe 5 seconds. But 5 seconds of silence in a meeting room feels like an hour. I heard the air conditioning, someone's pen clicking on the table.
Oh, Mike.
And then the worst part.
What happened?
The woman next to me, she leaned over, very kind, and she switched to English.
She tried to help.
She tried to help. She said my idea for me in English to the whole table, perfectly.
And everyone nodded?
Everyone nodded. The meeting moved on, and I sat there thinking, she just said my idea, in my words, to my audience, and they accepted it from her.
Like you were invisible.
Worse than invisible. I was there. They could see me, but my voice was missing. And the chair I was sitting in, it felt like it was getting smaller.
Because your voice wasn't in the room.
My body was there, but I wasn't. And the kindness, that was worse than silence, because silence means you failed alone. But when someone rescues you,
It confirms the failure.
it confirms it with witnesses.
What happened after?
I went home. I sat on my bed, and I studied for 3 hours.
More preparation.
More preparation, flashcards, grammar drills, like a student before an exam. For 2 weeks, I did this every night.
But it didn't help.
It made it worse, because now I wasn't just afraid of speaking, I was afraid of that specific silence happening again.
The freeze followed you.
Everywhere. I'd walk past the meeting room and my chest would get tight. Someone would speak to me in Mandarin and I'd switch to English, fast, before the bodyguard could even wake up.
You were running from your own language.
I was running from that feeling, and I kept telling myself one thing:
What?
I'm not ready. Over and over, like a prayer. I need more words, more grammar, more time.
And that felt true.
It felt absolutely true. That's what makes it so dangerous. Not ready feels like an honest answer, but it's not an answer. It's a hiding place.
But that wasn't true.
No. A colleague named Lynn came to my desk one afternoon. The office was almost empty, just her and me and the sound of the elevator in the hallway.
What did she say?
She pulled up a chair, sat down, and said, in English, "Mike, you have enough words. You just don't trust them."
Wow.
And I wanted to argue. I wanted to say, no, I need more vocabulary, more grammar drills. But I couldn't, because somewhere inside, I knew she was right.
She named the real problem.
2 years of study, hundreds of sentences. I had the words. What I didn't have was trust.
Trust in your own voice.
I kept waiting to feel ready, but ready never comes. Ready is a door you keep checking instead of opening.
You keep touching the handle, testing it, but you never turn it.
And that night, I stopped checking.
What did you do?
I went to the same meeting room, empty this time, and I gave my presentation to 6 empty chairs, in Mandarin, out loud, messy, real.
Wait, to an empty room?
To an empty room. And it was terrible, and it was the best thing I ever did, because I heard my own voice, and it was enough.
That moment changed everything for you.
Everything. And it led me to 3 techniques. Each one came from a real moment, not from a textbook.
The first one?
The 3-word bridge, born directly from that meeting.
How?
I kept thinking, what if I had just said 3 words? I mean, or the thing is, or so basically 3 words, that's all.
Instead of silence.
Instead of silence, because silence is what the bodyguard wants. It wants you to stay quiet. But 3 words break the lock.
They give your brain a few seconds to find the real sentence.
In that meeting, if I had just said, so basically, that's 2 words, and the silence would have broken. The woman next to me wouldn't have needed to rescue me.
Because you would have rescued yourself.
And the bridge doesn't have to be beautiful. It just has to hold your weight.
In other words, you don't need the perfect sentence. You just need a start.
Native speakers do this all the time. Well, so nobody notices.
But English learners think pausing means failing.
It doesn't. A pause is just your brain loading.
Loading. I like that.
Technique 2. Chloe, this one is yours.
The warm-up window. I use this with every student I teach.
Okay, tell me.
Before any important English conversation, talk to yourself in English for 2 minutes first.
Like a singer warming up.
Exactly. Your brain needs time to switch modes. If your first English words today are in a meeting, you're starting cold.
Like singing without warming up. Your voice cracks.
Same with language, so you warm up alone first.
What do you say?
Anything. In South Korea, I used to describe my breakfast. I ate rice. The rice was warm. I drank coffee. Boring. Simple. But here's the thing. By the second week, something changed.
What changed?
I stopped needing to think about it. The warm-up just happened. I'd be walking to school already narrating in Korean, without deciding to.
Your brain switched by itself.
Because I trained it every morning, same time, same walk. And that's when I realized the warm-up isn't just a trick. It's teaching your brain that English is safe.
I'd push back a little here.
Oh, go ahead.
I think what you say does matter a bit. If the meeting is about a project, warm up with project words.
Huh, so not just anything, the right anything.
Yeah, get those specific words moving in your mouth first.
That's fair. The core idea is the same, though. Just start talking before the real moment.
And when you walk into that room,
Your brain is already in communication mode. The engine is warm, the bodyguard is relaxed.
and after a few days, the warm-up gets shorter. Your brain learns English is normal. We do this every day.
The language becomes automatic. Automatic means it happens by itself, without thinking.
Third technique. This one came directly from Lynn.
The colleague from Shanghai?
Yeah, she told me something else that day. She said, in China, when someone pauses before speaking, we think they're being thoughtful, not weak.
That changes everything.
It changed everything for me. The permission pause. When you freeze, don't run. Don't change the subject. Don't pretend you understood.
I've done all three, sometimes in the same conversation.
We all have. But try this instead. Pause, breathe, and say, sorry, let me think for a second.
That's it?
That's it. You give yourself permission to be slow.
And what happens?
The other person relaxes because you look calm, like someone thinking, not someone failing.
Big difference. When you panic, people feel it.
But when you pause with confidence, people wait. They actually respect it.
So the pause isn't a failure, it's you taking control.
If I had known this in Shanghai, I wouldn't have needed rescuing.
You would have rescued yourself with 5 words.
Let me think for a second. That's all it takes. 5 words, and the bodyguard sits down.
And the person in front of you stops being a judge. They become a person again.
Waiting, patiently, because you look calm, and calm is contagious.
This all reminds me of something. A story from Istanbul.
Oh, the one with the guitar.
The one with the guitar.
Tell me.
I had a student named Elif. Brilliant. Her writing was the best in class.
But
She never spoke, not once. 3 weeks of silence. Front row, perfect notes. But when I asked her anything, nothing.
the bodyguard.
Full lockdown. Every class. So one Friday, I brought my guitar.
Hold on, you play guitar?
Terribly. That was the point. I played a song in English and I destroyed it. Wrong notes, wrong words. I laughed at myself.
On purpose.
On purpose. I wanted them to see me stumble. Stumble, that means to trip over your words, make a mistake while speaking.
And Elif?
She raised her hand slowly, and she said, I think your guitar is very bad.
Amazing.
The whole class laughed, and Elif laughed, and after that, she started talking.
Just like that?
Not perfectly. She stumbled. She paused. She'd close her eyes sometimes, searching for a word.
The permission pause without knowing the name.
Exactly. And then, 2 weeks later, something happened that I'll never forget.
Yeah?
She was telling a story about her grandmother, and she needed the word brave. She stopped, tried strong, then not scared. Then she looked at me and said, the opposite of freeze.
The opposite of freeze.
I said, brave, and her face lit up. Yes, my grandmother was brave. And I realized she wasn't performing anymore. She was just talking.
The bodyguard sat down.
And the most beautiful part? The following week, a new student joined the class. Shy, quiet, sitting in the back row. Reminded me of Elif 3 weeks earlier.
And?
Elif turned to her and said, gently, slowly, it's okay. Just say something. It doesn't have to be good.
Huh. She became the teacher.
She gave someone else the same permission I gave her.
That's beautiful. She passed it on.
And the new student, she said one word that first day. Just one. Hello. And Elif smiled at her. This huge smile, like she remembered being that person.
Because she was that person 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks. That's all it took. Not to be perfect, just to be in the room.
That's not just a language story.
No, it's a courage story. And courage doesn't mean the fear goes away.
It means you grow around it. The fear stays, but you get bigger.
Like Elif. The fear was still there, but she was bigger than it.
Your English is a bird in an open cage.
The door has been open for a while. The bird just doesn't know it yet.
Or maybe it knows, it's just been told so many times to stay.
That one landed.
We covered a lot today, and some of the words we used, they're worth keeping. Let's go through them one by one.
First word, freeze.
To freeze means to suddenly stop. You can't move, you can't speak.
I froze when the teacher asked me a question.
My brain froze in the middle of the interview.
Say it with me. Freeze.
Slowly, freeze.
Next, panic.
A sudden, strong feeling of fear. It hits fast. It takes control.
I felt panic when everyone looked at me.
Don't panic. Breathe first.
Try it. Panic.
Slowly, panic.
Next word is performance.
When you do something in front of others, like a show, when speaking feels like a performance, you feel pressure.
Speaking English shouldn't feel like a performance.
She gave an amazing performance at the concert.
Repeat after me. Performance.
One more time. Performance.
This one's important. Automatic.
Automatic means it happens by itself, no effort. That's what you want your English to feel like.
After months of practice, the words became automatic.
Breathing is automatic. You don't think about it.
Go ahead. Automatic.
Slowly, automatic.
Next, bridge.
A bridge connects two places. It helps you cross. Today, we used it as a way to move through the freeze.
A few simple words can be a bridge to your next sentence.
Music was the bridge between us.
Try it. Bridge.
Slowly, bridge.
Next, stumble.
To almost fall. With words, a small mistake while speaking. You trip over your words.
I stumbled, but I kept going. That's the important part.
Everyone stumbles, even in their own language.
Say it with me. Stumble.
Slowly, stumble.
And our last word, courage.
Doing something even when you're afraid. The fear doesn't leave. You move forward with it.
It takes courage to speak a new language.
She found the courage to raise her hand, just like Elif.
One last time. Courage.
Slowly, courage.
Okay, before we go, a small challenge.
Today, say one sentence out loud in English. Just one.
Start with, today I will, and finish it honestly.
I'll go first. Today I will say something in a meeting before I feel ready, even if my voice shakes a little.
I love that. Mine, today I will walk into a cafe and order in the local language. No pointing.
No pointing. I like it.
Your turn. Say it out loud, wherever you are.
Write it in the comments if you want. We'd love to read yours.
And if someone came to mind while listening, send this to them.
Hit subscribe. It means a lot.
So remember, your brain doesn't freeze because your English is bad.
It freezes because you care.
And caring was never the thing holding you back.
Somewhere out there is your version of that yellow cafe, or that cold meeting room, or that front row seat.
And the door? It's been open this whole time.
You don't need to be ready. You just need to begin.
Even if you accidentally say you're a table.
Especially then.
See you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.